We motherfucking live. So, welcome to Qstunna325's. And we got another Yakuza talk, right? And you see in the title, it's got shiz to do with Kiwami 3. And, um, I know you have a lot of people like getting little promo stuff, showing the gameplay, shiz like that, right? And I kept seeing um, on some videos, like remove Kagawa, remove Kagawa, right? And I was like, let me find out as to why motherfuckers wanted this dude removed, right? And the main reason is because in 2019 he got accused of sexual harassment with two women. So, I saw this one video on YouTube, and let me just double check so I could actually give you the creator's name. That I have here. Oh shit! Did I not save it? Damn. Damn. Okay. I thought it was this one dude, but it's another dude. His name's Winter Sound, and he kind of gave his perspective on why he may not buy it or he may buy it on a discount. And I watched it, and he actually had like pictures of what happened. So the dude Kagawa, he ended up like grabbing this lady's hair, pulling her hairpins out, and like there was actual like pictures of it. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know. I didn't even know. So I was like, I could kind of get why you'd be like, yeah, remove that motherfucker because that's not cool. And I think he ended up like apologizing for it. Like 4 months later, he even got like a stage play. This is not even like a year later or anything. So that's what happened. And then in 2022, he ended up um because how I found out about the 2019, I watched that video um, with the pictures. So let me give you the video. It's Winter Sound. That's the name of the creator. And like why he's either not buying it or buying it later. So that's how you could see the pictures of the first incident. And then the second one was 2022 where he admitted to forcibly, and this is from Polygon.com. Um, he ended up forcibly kissing, groping, and taking a bra for this other woman. But he never apologized to that woman. And then, this is straight from Polygon. It says, shortly after Sega announced that Kagawa had been cast in the role of Hamazaki. Images of the actor pulling one victim's hair started circulating online. That was from the first incident of 2019. After the guys, like, he grabbed her hair, he was pulling out the hairpins and shiz. And I was like, damn, he got 2 incidents of, like, doing that shit to a woman. Grabbing her by the hair, trying to force itself on somebody. That shiz too. I'm like, this motherfucker is crazy. And, I'm scrolling down. And, it says, when first revealed in September of last year, although fans of the franchise are excited about the remake's expanded story and a playable sequel, many are demanding Sega and RGG to recast Kagawa. And the main reason why they said that is because um, they said that Sega has previously replaced actors for less serious crimes. In 2019, for instance, Sega recast the role of Kyohei Hamura in Yakuza spin-off game After Judgment. Actor Pierre Taki, he got arrested for cocaine possession. So then they had a new voice actor, Miyu Tanaka. He took over the role, and they do their editing so it doesn't resemble that dude. So just for possessing Pierre Taki, just for having or being arrested for cocaine possession, they're like, oh shiz, we can't put this in our damn game. So, his role got recast and shiz like that. However, that shiz didn't happen for Kagawa. So I'm like, that is a little weird. That is a little weird. That is. It's not just weird. It's motherfucking crazy how they they recasted somebody from when he got caught, Pierre Taki, from when he got caught with possession of cocaine. But this dude is putting his hands on women, which Kiryu doesn't like. Groping, all that shit. Right? Not even issuing an apology, all this shit, right? And then he's getting roles. He just got casted in motherfucking Yakuza Kiwami 3. So I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. You're gonna keep that dude in your game, but the dude with the cocaine, you're recasting him. You could have did the same thing for Kagawa, which is crazy. So I'm like, not one instance. This dude got two instances of that shit. But you keep him in the game. You keep him in the game. And like Sega themselves or RGG is just like sweeping that shit under the rug. And I ducks with Yakuza. I ducks with the game. I really did. So that might be a reason why what I'm gonna do I'ma probably catch Kiwami 3 on sale. Cause of that crazy shit. And I do agree with the fans. You should recast. But that's not the choice that they made. They just sweeping the shit under the rug. Like, duck it. Duck it. We're not gonna address it. We're not gonna talk about it. They're kind of quiet on it. They're pretty much quiet. They're not saying shiz about that. They just want to promote the game. You know, their business. They want to make their money. But that kind of is overcasting a not good light on Kiwami 3. Now, I'm a fan of Yakuza. So, you guys will get um Yakuza 3, but what I want to do is do the OG. I'ma just wait for a sale for this Kiwami 3, and we'll just play through the OG because I want to see that story. That has people pissed for the dude having the two sexual assault shiz on him and not getting recasted. But the dude with the cocaine did. That pissed people off. Then you have Rikia. They they changed his character up a bit, and I actually played a little bit of the OG. And I do favor the OG design. And I'm like, they could have just kept that OG design, cleaned it up, and that shit would have been great. So I was like, alright, they don't really want to talk about this actor, Teruyuki Kagawa, right? They really don't want to touch on his controversy. They don't want to touch on what the hell he did. So I'm like, why the hell did they cast him, right? So this is courtesy of thegamer.com. And I believe Go Hamazaki is another character from the original Yakuza Kiwami. Yakuza Kiwami. From the original Yakuza, that they changed up his design to go with Kagawa. And then people that are been long time Yakuza fans, so they probably then played damn near every Yakuza before me. I could say I'm a Motherfucking fan. I haven't played all of them, but I bought it and I played like 4 games. So I feel like I could throw my hat on the fan part. And the main reason why Yakuza fans are pissed with Kagawa's role, they know what the hell he did in 2019, and supposedly he was drunk, but regardless, drunk or not, that don't excuse that shit. And um, you know, Yakuza overall, the nature of the series. This is courtesy of the gamer. Um, which sports a protagonist that has a hard stance against violence towards women. That's why the fans have an issue with him being casted, because it goes against that, especially having Kagawa there. And then it says, over the past few months, Sega has managed to infuriate fans even more by completely ignoring the Kagawa situation, despite responding to concerns over the performance of Yakuza Kiwami 3's demo. Like I said, they just want to sweep that shit under the rug. Um, oh damn. Yeah, like a Toyota, like little association. This is what a like a little sponsor. They cut ties with them after the allegations were made public. But there's pictures and shits of that first instance. I just the dude on the YouTube video just talks about the second one, but you can see the shit from the first one. Boo boo boo. So, mm, alright, so they had an interview back in January from a Game Watch interview that was published back in January. January of what? How old is this article? Oh shit. This got posted today. Yesterday. This article. So this is fresh. It's not like a year old or anything like that. It says this information comes from a Game Watch interview that was published back in January, but has recently resurfaced due to fan efforts to get Kagawa recast. It says there are a couple of different translations floating around the internet at the moment, but the general gist of it is that Kagawa was specifically hired because they needed someone sleazy and creepy to play the character of Hamazaki. Okay, so I guess they have a translator for the site, and the second translation comes from the fans. So I'm like, I don't know, but I'm like, oh, okay. So let's see what it says here. It says, of course, since he also appears in 4, being Yakuza 4, in the original work, this casting was made with that in mind. Hamazaki is, after all, a persistent and sleazy martial arts oriented Yakuza. He's not a character like Kanda, who acts decisively. He's the type of person where you think this guy is really sleazy, so when I thought about who could embody that, it had to be Kago. So they wanted a sleazy motherfucker for a sleazy role. Apparently, due to that translation, that's what they wanted. So, by that, I guess we'll, at this point, That interview is all you're really gonna get out of that. And the translation is all you're really gonna get out of that shit. Because at this point, these motherfuckers is just trying to get to that money. And that's it. You know, talk about it. That interview is all we're gonna get. And that's just gonna be the word on it. How good that translation is, I don't know. But that's what they have for their damn website. And that was their reasoning for that casting. They wanted a sleazeball, and they really got one. And they're running with that shit. They're not backing off of it. They said, according to their translation, they want a sleazeball to play that sleaze. So they pretty much just saying that's why. And I feel like you could have got somebody to play a really good sleazeball, even if that's not them, like in real life. Obviously, you could have got somebody to play an asshole easily. But I guess they said they just wanted to get a whole sleazeball on it. So that's why they casted who they casted. So after learning all that shit, I'm like, you know what? And I got the sources, Polygon.com and TheGamer.com. So after learning that, watching different videos, and reading those two articles, I'm like, am I still excited for the game? Yes. But I'm like, due to that shiz, I'll at least wait for like a sale to come out. So when Kiwami 3 does drop, I want to play the OG because apparently the ending of Kiwami 3, apparently there's a leak out there somewhere that the ending has even been changed. So I'm like, shit, I am deciding to wait on Kiwami 3, at least for a sale. So what I did for now, I just put it on my wish list, and I'm gonna stick by that shit. So until I see a sale for that game, then I'll pick it up. And that's just after learning all that shit. I just read that shit. They picked a sleazeball for a sleazeball thing, but you could have had a character really play a sleazeball like that. So that's all we're getting from that interview and the translations. Is Sega gonna come out here and say exactly? No. Hell no. And it's not to laugh about it at all, because it ain't funny, but their business. and they just swept that shit under the rug. But they want you to get the game. They want you to get the game, even though the dude is a sleazeball. Oh, and that's not all. You have that controversial actor because he did that shiz. He put his hands on a woman. He then groped a woman, took her bra. He hurt that woman. She probably traumatized from 2019, grabbing her hair, taking her hair pins out, but she didn't escalate it. I don't have the pictures, but if you go to Winter Sound, he has a video from like a week ago. He has the pictures on there, so you can see it like frame by frame. So after seeing that shiz in that video, after reading that shiz from the two articles, Polygon.com and TheGamer.com, I said, you know what? I'll at least get this shiz on sale. I'll at least get it on sale, so I could fight with my wallet a wee bit. I can't tell you not to get the shit. I can't tell you to wait how I want to wait. If you are still hyped for it, then you make that choice. I'm not trying to have you lean one way or the other, but that's the way I'm leaning. I'll at least wait for it and get it on sale, so they don't get their full-on monies. I do want my Ichiban, but that will be the sacrifice that I'm willing to make. Some people are straight up not buying that shit at all. I will get it at a discount for myself personally. And they really could have just hired somebody else to be just an ass, like to portray that character. But I'm not Sega. I'm not the ones who did it. I'm small as shiz. And I don't know. I might never get a sponsor from them because I made this damn video. But I don't give a damn. I just wanted to shed light on it. I'm a smaller streamer. But my passion is there. I feel like I do a pretty decent job. And I just wanted to offer my opinion and let you guys know. So if you're like, oh shit, yo, Qstunna's about to be doing Yakuza Kiwami 3 like day one, after watching that and seeing the articles and shiz, I'm at least gonna weep. So sorry y'all if y'all wanted that shit day one, but after all that, I was like, yeah, I could wait. They could get a little less money. You're not gonna get my full monies. Not after that. And from having playing Yakuza games, at least 4 of them, I do get that gist. Like that's their message. They're not ducking with violence against women, but then you go against that. So it's pretty hypocritical, but that's their choice. That's their choice thing. They wanted a sleazeball for the role. That was the choice they made. And other than that, they're sweeping the shit under the rug. And outside of that interview, we ain't gonna hear shit about it. But you can find out about it. It's right there. So that's my personal shiz for Kiwami 3. I'll delay my purchase. And they won't get as much money. Not from me. At the end of the day, you make your decision. You know, you want to be there day one because you got FOMO. That's you. But for me personally, I'll be like, duck that shiz. I could wait. And being that the ending is different, I really want to play the OG game. So I'll start a whole new file. We're gonna be playing the OG Yakuza 3 on release of Yakuza Kiwami 3. Graphics, it's not gonna be that pretty. It's not gonna be that appealing to the eyes as Kiwami 3, and even that has some issues that people were pointing out, where some colors kind of looked off, and thinking back on it, I do see what people are talking about. In some videos, the game looks really, really bad. Like something's off with the lighting, and it makes colors pop like way too bright or off, like a red or a yellow is a bit off color wise. So of course they said, you know what, we hear you guys, we hear the issue for like the colors being off, maybe performance could be a bit off, and the graphical like things, you're like, this game looks a little weird. So of course they said there's going to be a day one patch for Kiwami 3, so anybody picking up that game day one, you will have a day one patch to address that issue. Now, will that day one patch fully solve that issue? I don't know, and I won't know until I pick that game up down the line on a sale. That's the personal choice that I'm making. After learning all that shit with Kagawa, that's the personal choice that I'm making. And I want to play through the whole Yakuza 3 remastered. And while I'm talking about that, and I will be streaming that on the release of Yakuza Kiwami 3, that game's gonna be gone. The original Yakuza 3 remaster is going to be gone. So if you have any idea, if you have any interest, that's where I was looking for, to play the original, like, alright, they have an asshole for a character in Kiwami 3, but if you want to experience the original, you have until next Thursday to do so. If you want to play the original, let me go on the Xbox store and check the price for you guys. I feel it's on the Xbox store. So now you guys will get hit with gameplay again. And you got 6 days to do so. Well, 5 days to do so. You have 5 days to do so currently before that game is gone. And it's something I wanted to address on my channel. Why? Because I'm a fan of this series. I duck with this series. And I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. Sega don't even know who the hell I am. Alright, RGG Studio don't know who the hell I am at all. Why? I'm small as shiz. I'm not bringing in thousands, millions of views to their channels or anything like that. So trust me, they're not gonna give a damn about anything like that. Now, if I had, let's say, 1,000,000, and I'm saying this, and I got hundreds of damn views, you might be like, why did he say that? And I would be like, mother ducker, this is why. I get that you're a business. I get that you want to make money. You know, you want Yakuza 3 to be well. To do well and perform well. I get all that, but you didn't have to hire Kagawa. You did not. You could have. You wanted a nasty mother ducker. You could have had a nasty mother ducker play. Take on that role. Do the voice acting. Could have easily did that. You didn't have to do that. And if I never get a sponsor for them for talking about a controversy that they want to avoid, then hey, that's just what the hell it is. And I'm willing to take it. I'm still gonna enjoy Yakuza, yes. Still gonna like the game, yes. But I'm not gonna. I feel like my opinion isn't gonna be impacted by if I'm getting a sponsor or something. You know, like I'm only gonna talk about the good. I'm not gonna address the controversy. No, I will address that controversy. So that's what I was saying. Um, I'm gonna give y'all my real opinion, and I'm not gonna hold it back because of views or like I'm sponsored, so I can't say anything negative about it. Nope, I'm not sponsored. Um, I'm not getting paid for this shit. I'm just doing this because I enjoy the game. Um, I love my game, but I had to address the controversy. I get people doing what they gotta do for their bills, but you could address the controversy. Cause I feel like with the sponsor, you don't want to screw up the sponsorship, stuff like that by throwing that up in there. But I feel motherfuckers could have addressed it, but you know, they're just gonna focus on the game, the gameplay, and stuff like that. So, that's it. So, as far as from me, they'll get some money, but I don't feel comfortable putting my full money. Not with that. And hopefully I could get my Ichiban. Hopefully I could still buy him separately, because I do like Ichiban. We're gonna do the original, and then whenever I get Kiwami 3, when that goes on a sale, then we could do Kiwami 3, and I could do like a comparison. And that's really it. That's my thoughts on it. At the end of the day, you gotta make your choice. If you feel they still deserve your full money, or you're gonna wait, or will you not buy it at all, or will you try to get it at a cut? Like, okay, yeah, you get some, but you're not gonna get everything. So it comes down to you, a personal choice, and how you feel on the whole situation. GQ. And that's really it. As far as what I had to say, the other thing that I don't like, outside of everything going on with the controversy with Kagawa and what he did to those women, that's pretty fucked up. He'll be around for the next game too, uh, due to that character still being in that game. So you have that. You got fans pissed about that. You got fans pissed about him not being recast when they had Pierre Taka. You had him. He had possession of cocaine. He's done. He got recasted, changed the likeness and all that, so it fitted another person. You could have easily did the same for Kagawa. Easily, man. Easily. That's all I'm saying. So that's why they're not gonna get my full monies. I can be patient until it's sell and then pick it up. And now that makes me want to play the original a hell of a lot more. I want to see that story. I want to see those characters. And you know, when I pick up Kiwami 3, I want to see the difference in the ending and things of that nature. I just don't like how they're like, okay, we're redoing these games, and you're also getting rid of the original when the next game comes out. That's pretty trash. So if you don't already have like the remastered collection, if you don't already have that on PlayStation or Xbox, you're gonna be SOL. And the only way you will be able to get those originals is by getting a complete collection, because they're gonna be delisted trying to get those games otherwise. I have them. I have damn near all of them on PS4, and I have all of them on Xbox. I'm a Motherfucking fan. I'm gonna play through all of them, like I said, because I do rock with the franchise. I still duck with the franchise. It's just when I have my gripes, I have my gripes. And one of the best ways you can fight is with your wallet, especially with these games. Um, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'll just get Kiwami 3 on sale. I could wait for that. And I'm gonna play through the original Kiwami 3. And then while I'm waiting for them to do 4, I might just do the original Kiwami 4, since all of those games are gonna get delisted when they make Kiwamis out of it. So, on that release date, just get ready for the OG Yakuza 3. This motherfucker come on. Oh, I already have a couple of these other things. But it's a side quest that I just cannot do. You got plenty of money. Come on. Yeah. So it's pretty much like they're erasing the old and just putting the remix. So if you get into this series later, even more later than I took to get into it, shit. If you want the original story, you're gonna have to get that complete collection. That's gonna be the only way. I'm I'm just happy I still got the original of Yakuza 0 on here. And I'm definitely keeping it on here. If I want to play the director's cut of Yakuza 0, I have it on the Switch too. That works out for me. So I want to know how y'all feel about it. Now that I talked about it, damn near an hour. Uh, is Yakuza Kiwami 3 still buy free day one no matter what? Uh, are you like, after this discussion, I might just wait on it, wait for a sale like you're doing, Q, and then pick it up later? Are you steering clear of Yakuza Kiwami 3 if you're like a super big Yakuza fan? Did you know about the sexual assault that Kagawa had in 2019 and 2022? Uh, and lastly, are you even gonna try to get in this series at all? Those are the questions I just wanted to ask you guys. The former creator of Yakuza, who did leave, is gonna have his own game. believe it's called Gang of Dragon. That I'm getting from the jump. Now that I'm getting from the absolute jump. This game looks crazy. It's made by Toshiro Nagoshi. And he worked on the Yakuza games. And that game looks absolute bonkers. And I can't wait. I think he's gonna make pretty good decisions on who he's gonna hire and shiz like that. Just look at what he did for the Yakuza series in general. Carried it this long. The Yakuza franchise finally on Xbox. And I got all of them. I have all of them here. Electronics. Electronics King. Zero S's. All S's. All S's. This is a B. Oh, alright. I did invest. It does say that. So that's almost a C rank. I can invest in this. And that's really it. That's really it for this stream, this talk. I just wanted to touch on that. So if I do another one, it's probably gonna come later. But as always, I hope you guys have a good day. Wherever that you may be, a good day or a good night, wherever that you may be. And until next time, peace, and hit that follow button, hit that notification bell, set those notifications to all so that whenever I go live, you get notified. Peace.